Hey YouTube pipe community, OTC Piper here. Just getting out a quick little vid. Hopefully it's going to be quick. I've been called out on that before when I started out saying it's going to be a quick little video, and then I wound up making it 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to try not to do that this time. It's been a little crazy. You know, finally get some vacation time. It gets filled up so quick. And I had been able to flip from a night shift to back to, you know, being up during the day and sleeping at night. Then I get the pickup truck syndrome that goes with having a truck when everybody who's moving seems to find you. And so I've done some of that, but I don't mind. It's one of those things. Sometimes I have a hard time saying no when someone needs help and all that. And I was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and at 5 o'clock this morning actually, doing that. And boy, I dragged my butt home and flipped through most of the day. Now I got to try to flip again, but anyway, such is life. Well, that match didn't work out. I'm going to relight my pipe, and then I'll talk about what I have and what's in it. Most of you probably already know. Smoking my Burley Emerald, one of the estates I recently picked up and put in that video. Been trying to give them a good thorough rotation, just to try them out, and they have been remarkable. I definitely am glad that I was able to make that deal happen. I'm almost at the bottom of this one. Got one here ready to go. So I'm smoking some Lane Burley without bite, which has been a long time favorite of mine. And speaking of that, some particulates in there. Speaking of that, I was looking through the August catalog for pipes and cigars. If anyone's got that, if you haven't, I was gonna do a quick thing about one of the ads I have in here for the Lame Ltd. 1 pound bag for 25 bucks. That's really a pretty good deal. And my burley blend is on here. I may look at getting me another pound of it. I got a pound of it before. But they had MV1000, the Very Cherry RLP6, HS3, Hazelnut, LL7 1Q, which seems to be everybody's go-to on the Lane, TK6, HGL, Buttered Rum, RHQ3, Black Raspberry, Burley without bite, which is what I have, Dark Red, and Burley and Black. I'm sure they have other ones that they'll do the 1 pound bag on. That's just what they had listed here. I'm not sure if it's only these or not, but anyways, just if anyone doesn't get this catalog, I just wanted to throw that out there. I saw that just earlier. I figured, well, I'm about to do a video, may as well just throw in a little piece about it. So, but it just seems here lately that this Burley without bite and this Sir Walter Raleigh original, I just haven't been able to get enough of it. They've been a long-time favorite of mine, and I've had them in rotation, but I found myself in the last few days just going back and forth with either of those two. So those, I don't know if it's just a Burley phase. Most of my OTC blends that I like and buy in bulk are more along those lines. But anyways, just running around with my little day runner pouch and things like that. I've been using those, and probably get some more of this Sir Walter as well. But I was doing a quick thing about, and I was commenting back and forth with Unicorn Piper. We were talking about the plant-based diet and everything like that, and it all kind of got started when me and Catholic Pipe Stoner did our joint mantle, our live mantle. We did it at the park when we were talking about labeling and all that, and There are, and diet, when it comes to things that are truly healthy or unhealthy, to me, diet just seems to have a little bit more say in that. And I've noticed out in America, and probably the worst offender of very poor diet. And when thinking about the ad, the labeling, the warning labels and everything that go on like pipe tobacco and cigars, but think there's so many socially accepted activities that are quite a bit worse and not so scrutinized. And that's one thing I would love to be able to draw more attention to if I could, is things like that. The things that we put in our bodies, eating wise. But your body metabolism that your body metabolizes is far worse than that. And, I've been piping for about 10 years and hadn't really considered diet as being more of a general health thing as I have since I've began the whole food plant-based thing. Studying some of the publications by Collin Campbell and Dr. Campbell and Micheal Greger, Dr. Micheal Greger, and it's not because I'm doing something or I'm participating in a hobby that is not healthy, and here's how I'm going to compensate for that. It's before, piping aside, I was doing something far worse to myself in the way that I was eating. And so I've gone to this whole food plant-based thing where I will eat. I'm not, people mistake it for veganism, and it's definitely not veganism that we're talking about here. I will once in a while eat a meat product or something that has some dairy or egg or something like that. But it comes down to it. We weren't really created to be meat eaters in the first place. That happened over time, and now it's getting to where meat and processed this, that, and the other becomes such a staple in the standard American diet. I think that is more detrimental than having a pipe in your life. And all the chemicals and all that, and your body doesn't know what to do with that, and it sits there and it just rots inside of you. And like I say, I'm not a doctor. I just know what it's done for me. And I commented on Unicorn when I was on the Unicorn Piper. I was probably going to do a quick little video and talk about that. Not to say that it's something that everybody should do to compensate for the fact that piping is, it's not I'm not going to call it a healthy, option for something else. But I think there are far worse things out there, and it's sad that those things that are far worse are more socially accepted. And if people could see the reality of it all, I think things would go quite a bit differently. So I'm not really going to go into what I eat exactly and how I do that, but it's all, when you're dealing with plant-based things, you're dealing with things that are beneficial for you. And cancer and disease risks and all that hinge more on nutrition than they do on any other thing, whether it be genetics or lifestyle or environmental. So I've gone, see, what was it? It was late in 2016. I started my police academy in August 2016. Shortly before that, I knew that I was preparing for the academy, so I wanted to start getting in better shape. I topped the scale at 305. Probably at the biggest I'd ever been, right around that time. And I slowly, gradually started to work my way down. And it was this past February when I decided, I want to go all the way with this thing. I don't just want to lose the weight, I want to be healthy. And I started the whole food plant-based, and it just shot off from there. And since I've lost more drastic changes I've seen happen since I started the whole food plant-based, but overall, I've gone down 90 pounds. So I started at 305. Now I'm sitting at about 215. Like to probably get to about $180 and call it good after that. But just in diet alone, I've seen such dramatic dramatic improvement overall, without having to do a whole lot of hard strenuous exercise, which I would recommend, good exercise regimen as well. But just thought I'd throw that out there. It kind of came up in the piping community through I started made a couple comments there on that mantle video, and me and the Unicorn Piper went back and forth a little bit. So I just figured I would throw that in there with a little bit of pipe chat before. And I'm about to go catch up on some videos. There's some I'm behind on. So I'm going to start getting my talking point set up for later on tonight. I'm going to do that contemplations video that I've been saying I'm going to do for a while, and things just come up, life has happened, and such is the case. I really want to be a little bit more structured than I have been. Just sometimes, just doing what I do and everything like that, you just never know what the day's going to bring you. So I try to deal with that the best way I can. But yeah, I have my at-a-glance calendar set up with the things I'd like to do, and try to get as much of a schedule as I can. But I always do write it in pencil, because you never know what's gonna come from one day to the next. But anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna work on my talking points while I catch up on some of your videos, and we'll see y'all again tonight. OTC Piper wishing everybody all the best. Here's a good times and one pipe.